Hello, this is JD from Jdgamingpr. Welcome back to another update of the situation in Puerto Rico. This video is supposed to be a little bit shorter than the other ones because there's not enough or not a lot of information to talk about. But yeah, today there weren't that much of aftershocks of what I've heard. They were strong because they were strong. 3 point something, 3.5, 3.5. Maybe 4. It's like I hate to say it like that, but it's almost like a normal day right now because all this week has been shaking, and every time there's an aftershock, most of the time it's 3 point something, and maybe 4. So it's starting to get a little bit like a normal routine, and that is scary. So today, the channel 11, at least that I've noticed, dedicated the day to what is going on there in Guanica and Ponce and all those places. The governor did a speech. Not only that, she answered the questions of reporters. Sadly, I couldn't hear it because I was at a birthday gathering, because it's not a birthday party, because there weren't no music, which it was only like a small group celebrating a birthday of a person. But still, all those people were talking, and they were talking about that. They were talking about the securities in schools. They were talking about securities in hospitals, but most of it was in schools, because one of the biggest issues, besides because earthquakes are bad and aftershocks are bad too, but the issues were like the structures of the buildings, the schools, and what to do with children, because when you're a teacher, you have, at least in Puerto Rico, one teacher can have 30 students, and she has to know what to do at that moment when it starts shaking. So they were talking about that. They were talking, the ones in the the family gathering. It wasn't, it wasn't something professional. It was more like it was a talk. It was a talk. But they were bringing up some good points, and right now everybody's kind of like freaking out, of course, about the structure of the buildings. I saw on the news that they were doing like checking. They were checking some ingenieros. Woof. Today I don't know how to speak English. What to call it? Architects. Some architects were checking a building in San Juan. That was the other day, to see if it had if it was earthquake proof. I don't know the results because they were checking, not that they had the results. But anyway, what they were talking today in Guanica, from the little things that I saw, was what they were receiving, what kind of the supplies that they were sending, the supplies that they were sending. I saw on the news that the army had what they call a tent city, in which those are like big tents, not like a camping tent for like 2 or 3 people. It's like a long tent, closed doors, I think, and it was a lot of them. It was a lot of them. That's why they call it the tent city, because as you know, a lot of people lost their house, and also a lot of people are scared to stay inside their house at night, so they go outside and they sleep outside, which is a lot. And children are there. Children and babies are there, because what safe place is there for an earthquake? It's messed up. It's messed up. What else? On the news, there was this guy that is turning into a celebrity. His name is no, it's not. It's Ray Charlie. This guy, just a little bit of background information. Ray Charlie first appeared in my eyes, in front of me. The first time that I heard of Ray Charlie, or Ray Charles, and I cannot be Ray Charles, Ray Charlie. First time I heard about it was about him was when Puerto Rico was asking the governor to quit. That guy was responsible to gather, let's say, some unique ways to protest. He did gather, I don't know if it was hundreds of people on motorcycles running down the streets of San Juan, screaming in protest that, the governor of at that time, Ricky Rosselló, they wanted him to quit. Another day, he gathered up people and horses running around, not running, walking with their horses, riding their horses. I don't know if it was either on the highway or was on the streets of San Juan in protest, so that Ricky would quit. And he also gathered people on jet skis and in protest. So yeah, that guy turned into a celebrity almost overnight, because those days everybody was like, who is Ray Charles? I mean, if that is his name, because I'm not even sure if that is Ray Charlie, if that is his name. Because you see, in those protests, it was 3 celebrities. There were more celebrities, because it was Bad Bunny was there, Ricky Martin was there, and Residente Calle 13. Bad Bunny is a urban singer or reggaetonero, rapper. Residente, I think he's more like a rapper, urban singer. And Ricky Martin, most probably you know about him. You most probably heard about him. It's pop, Latin pop music. And also in between the crowd, it was Benicio del Toro. Benicio del Toro is Puerto Rican, so that's why he was there. I think for one day, but still, it's Benicio del Toro. Going back to the subject, Ray Charlie was in Guanica with flatbeds. We call it flatbeds. Flatbeds are the trucks that pick up cars that are broke down on the street, that they can pick up more than one. So they were on top of those trucks. I don't like the way that they did it, but they were tossing supplies. They were tossing chips, and they have bottled water and stuff. And, I just didn't like the tossing. But still, they were giving away supplies. Also, today was the day that the government, at least the governor of each town, they were going to give their supplies to the people of Guanica. Sorry. And also, a lot of people, they went there by themselves to give supplies. This is the thing. People do not trust the government anymore. Why? Because when Hurricane Maria happened, FEMA sent supplies. People from the United States sent supplies to Puerto Rico. Bottled water, pallets, like hundreds of pallets to give away. And also, there were more supplies that they were sending. News reporters found in abandoned places after Hurricane Maria, I don't know if it was after 1 year or 2, they found, I don't know how many pallets in the middle of nowhere dropped in one town. Bottled water that it was supposed to be giving away. They found some governors or some government officials stealing those supplies. Instead of giving them to town, they were holding them back to keep them. Some people were not stealing, they were reselling those supplies to win money off of it. It's a lot of stuff. I even heard that one governor, very close to where I live, he stole a generator. Not stole. He borrowed it from a hospital to put it into, let's say, I call it a ghetto. But it's kind of like, it's not ghetto. It's just that this building that is for people who cannot afford housing, and they give it away for really low prices. Sometimes I call it projects. It's just that I don't know we call it caseríos. So he took that generator from a hospital to put it in that place. Why? Because he has family in that place. They were talking about doing an investigation to see who stole that generator, and all of a sudden, by magic, the generator appeared back in the hospital. My point is that nobody trusts the government anymore. The Puerto Rican government. You know, every time that a government official goes and says like, "Yeah, we're gonna help the town," we're like, really, you know, we just don't trust them. So people were saying that we shouldn't give supplies to the government in town hall, that we should buy them and we should deliver them to Guanica. And that's what a lot of people did. I mean, it kind of sounds like it's kind of like a tourist attraction to go to Guanica, in which that is wrong in so many levels, because that is not a tourist attraction. That is a disaster that is happening to a lot of families there. But a lot of people are grabbing supplies. It looks and feels like it's a tourist attraction. But there's a lot of people who actually go there to send supplies. And that is good. It's just that I don't know how well organized that's going to be, you know. But the point is that people are saying not to give it to the government because they're going to keep it or they're going to do something with it, but it's not going to reach those towns and those people. And also I heard a rumor that instead of giving a lot of supplies, they should start thinking of how to rebuild their houses, in which that's a great idea, but, you know, it's still shaking. So that's it. Sorry that this video was more of opinions than facts. But yeah, I was thinking of not doing a lot of videos, you know, one video daily about this, because sometimes nothing happens, and sometimes I just don't check information. But I was thinking to do them a little bit, you know, instead of doing one every day. I don't know, I would do it like one day, do one, another day, take it off or something like that, or maybe once a week. I don't know. Or maybe wait for some. Well, no, I don't even want to say that because I don't want to jinx it. But I don't know. I'm thinking about it. So let's see how it goes. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. It's still a long video, 12 minutes. But yeah, I had a lot to talk about. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.